Hello, everyone. Facebook friends, Facebook family, Facebook foes. We are so excited that you have joined us today. On today, we wanted to talk about, since it's so close to Thanksgiving and since it's so close to being thankful and to meeting with family that we don't otherwise get to meet with, I wanted to talk about humility. And it sounds like an interesting topic to talk about when you're supposed to be meeting with family. But a lot of people have unresolved tension, unresolved issues. And with that being so real in our world right now and so quickly, I wanted to address humility. So a lot of the times when issues are unresolved, it is because two proud people decided that the situation cannot be resolved because neither one wants to take accountability for the action. So, only way that a situation can be rectified is if an individual or two individuals come forth understanding their part to play in it and trying to figure out how to fix it. I'll use the example. If my aunt decided to put me out on the side of the road and make me walk back from Indianapolis, okay, and decided to rob me all of my money and just flee. If I decided after that incident that I would never talk to her again, in some of your minds, you all would think you have every right. But what you didn't see is when I was cursing her out and trying to put my hands on her, what you didn't see is me having an addiction that I needed to tend to. And so I felt that it was only right, since she put me out the car, to go ahead and snatch her wallet and run off. Okay. But the story that I tell other people is I was kicked out of her car. She left me in Indianapolis. Didn't tell you I took her credit card. Didn't tell you I took her wallet. Didn't tell you I did any of the sort. See, a lot of the times there's situations that happen like this, and then you go and tell someone, and all they hear is the one side. But there are always two sides to every story. Now, I'm not forgiving to my aunt for leaving me in Indianapolis, because I feel like she's wrong. But she had to shut down all of her credit cards and take an L on her mortgage because of an addiction. Because I wanted to be disrespectful to someone that was trying to help me. So we have two sides to this story. If I came to my aunt and I said, hey, auntie, I just want to let you know that I was in a bad place. I was hurt. I was wounded. I was scarred. I was so used to everybody taking everything from me that I decided to bleed on you, and I ended up stealing from you. I got $50 right now, and I know it can't pay back all that you lost in that time. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to give you that $50, and if you accept it, please, please, please understand that I am a woman trying to change. I can't live in the past, but what I can do is apologize for the past. 9 times out of 10, Facebook, what would you do? Most of you all would say, I would accept it. I would accept the apology. Why would you accept the apology? Because I understood my part. I didn't go to my auntie and I didn't say, well, I took your money and all of that, but you didn't say nothing about you running around and leaving me. And how was you over here happy and all glad and you on Facebook taking pictures while you in Kansas City and I'm still in Indianapolis? I didn't put her portion in there because I can't control her actions, and I also can't grow from her actions. I can only grow from mine. What did I do? What can I change? What can I add to the table to make this table a table suitable for a dinner? And what I can add is humility. I can see my flaw in it, and I can work on myself in it. A lot of people in our world doesn't get better Because of the simple fact there is little to no accountability for their actions. I could tell you what Pookie did wrong. I could tell you what Auntie Keisha did wrong. I could tell you what Uncle Benny did wrong. I could tell you what everybody else did wrong, but I can't take the responsibility as to what I could have done better in that situation, how I could have handled her, how I could have respected her and reverenced her beyond my addictions or beyond my frustration or beyond my anger, beyond all of that, how I could have handled her, the person that was trying to help me. See, a lot of times we bleed on people trying to help because we're so used to people doing us wrong. So we have to understand that in life, it happens, which is also why somebody has to have the humble heart, why somebody has to come back in humility and say, hey, I just want to let you know that I was in a bad space. Who takes that? Who takes that? Who took that hit? I'll take that hit because I know in my heart that there's something in me that could have changed to make that a better opportunity to evolve the family. So I say this, it is a lot of people that have those unresolved issues because there's not a person that wants to be humble. And some of you are saying, oh, I'm always the humble one. When will they come to me and apologize? Well, let me tell you something. It is the humble that shall obtain mercy, biblically. And it is the proud that God resists. So if you ever want to know which side you should be on, 9 times out of 10, if you pride, God resists you, which also could be a sign that you're not there with God as you say you are. Some people are like, oh, I'm in a good place. I know. Okay, well, if we're proud, God resists the proud, which then means we don't have the established relationship we thought that we had because he is resisting you. But he draws near to the humble. He gives mercy to the humble. And so I've been done wrong a lot. Sometimes they look at me and they're just like, oh, she's a Christian woman. She could take it. But what they don't know is I just give my battles to God. And that's the one that will take care of it. I don't have time to argue, don't have time to fight with you, don't have time to be bitter, don't have time to be unforgiving. No, I got a calling of God over my life. And where I'm trying to go, it doesn't call for any bitterness. Where I'm trying to go, it doesn't cause me to be distracted by the people that try to break me down from getting there. It don't cause for that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay focused on God. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to proclaim the liberty of the gospel. What I'm going to do is continue to allow people to understand that God is in me, and I can only allow them to see that through constantly exercising it, through love. You'll know them by the fruits that they bear. I'm going to constantly give away love. I'm going to constantly try to give away knowledge and wisdom that he has placed inside of me through my experiences and life hurt. That's what I'm going to do. So if you have people in your life that you're a family with and they've hurt you or they broke you and you guys can't have that conversation, if you know that both of y'all are proud, why don't you take some time to ask God to guide your lips, anoint your tongue, so that whatever you say can be seasoned with salt? Because a soft answer turneth away wrath. If I sit here and I go back and forth with you, but you did this and but you did that, is that a soft answer? No. A soft answer is saying, I know what I did and I'm sorry. I can't change it. I wish I could. But what I can do is move forward, and I'm hoping that you can move forward with me because I love you and I need you in my life. And I desire for you to forgive me. But you take the time that you need, and I'll be here. I ask that God rekindles families on this Thanksgiving. I ask that God allows us to be humble and bring humility. You don't got no gift to bring. You don't got no dish to bring today. You don't have no dish to bring to the cookout, to the Thanksgiving feast. Bring humility. It's the best gift that anybody at any Thanksgiving dinner can serve, and that is humility. Hey, instead of acting like this situation don't exist, Uncle, I'm sorry. Instead of acting like this situation don't exist, sister, brother, I'm sorry. I love you. I need you in my life. God gave you to me for a lifetime, for a reason. And I don't really understand it, but it's a reason why the devil doesn't want us to be on one mind and one accord. It's a reason why the devil wants us to be separated. Have you ever noticed that before every one of the Avengers became Avengers together, most of them fought against each other? Most of them fought against each other. But then they realized that the power was better together. And so I want you to know that right now, the enemy's biggest tactic right now is to separate and divide family, because God creates family. If he could divide family, then guess what? Family won't prosper. And if family doesn't prosper, we have this confused world that we're living in. We have this angry world that we're living in because mama wasn't there. Daddy left us. Mama decided to go be a drug addict. Mama decided this. Daddy decided to go ahead and go be over there with that family whenever I needed him as a father. This is where that comes from. But what we're going to do on today is we're going to bind that devil, and we're going to do what he doesn't want us to do, which is be humble, which is apologize, which is ask for forgiveness, even when we don't feel like we're wrong. Apologize for your part and leave it at that. And don't go in for an apology expecting an apology. If they apologize, to God be the glory. But we are striving for reunification. We are striving for families to be mended back together as strong as when it was that grandmother was sitting here and creating all of these spaces and times for us to get together for family dinners so that we could all be united. But grandma's not here yet. Grandma's not here anymore. So now someone has to step up. Grandma has left somebody in charge to do that. But because now you're battling with unforgiveness or you're battling with going ahead and saying, oh, well, I'm better by myself. I'm always doing everything. Release your pride. Adapt to humility and let God have his way in your family. God bless you.